We've known each other since. Tell me about your coaching journey as a BME coach.
You shouldn't even be asking me this question because you already know the journey. It's been a blooming long journey, so excuse my words. Well, it started with the London FA years ago. I worked at Arsenal for 10 years with the ladies, and I did a bit in the academy. That was a long journey itself. In 2010, I went with a mate of mine who we worked together at Arsenal, called Ozzy. He took me into Brentford, and I worked there till 2014. 2014, I left for Ghana. I now work with the goalkeepers with the national team, and I'm doing a bit with the defence too. So it's been a long journey.
Tell us about some of the barriers and how you've overcome those barriers.
Oh, that's part of why I actually left the country. Was due to those barriers, but in a sense, really knowing it, a lot of us who have been where we've got to now, we've been hiding behind you. You've been the front in a sense, whereby a lot of us, I can name a lot of names, but I don't want to name names. We've been hiding behind you because we haven't wanted to be the face. Not wanting to be the face in a sense is not wanting to take the rattle, and I think you've taken that for us in a sense, and that's why it's important that we don't forget our small beginning, where we've come from. And I remember the other day I looked at a picture that we took, only God knows when, that was around probably 2004, 2003, and from that moment there has been loads of challenges, but thank God. We're getting through it. We're breaking those barriers, and coming back to London and seeing, Colin, that you're still on it. It's like you should have grey hair by now, you know. But yeah, so I will always support this. This is where my heart is. This is where my heart is, and you're doing a brilliant job, you know. And I just pray that the Lord gives you the strength to continue what you're doing, you know. And yeah.
Who are the best people? What skills do you think you need to understand our experience and journey? And who's the best position to begin to look at those issues?
So can you ask that question again?
Yeah. You know, we're trying to find out what is the experience. Who are the best people? What skills do you need to have to understand the experiences of being a BME coach, trying to make it through the pathways of the game?
I really feel the top of it, especially when you look at the BME, I think sometimes we look at ourselves, and to be honest, sometimes we are ourselves, we are not good enough, and we need to work harder, because there are some groups that if you are on the same level with them, you're not gonna get anything. You need to be better than them. Like I spoke to some of the coach educators who are part of the BME who have got up there, and this is part of their experience. And it's not just what they're saying; it's what I've been able to. So number one, you've got to be a good leader, and not just within coaches. You've got to, when it comes to leadership, there's so many things involved. There's being on time to places, you know, being able to encourage others, being able to be good mentors. Your mentees should portray you yourself, what you are. So if you're mentoring, whoever you're mentoring, it should portray you yourself.
What are the issues for when women are not coming through? Seems to be a lot of black men with. Why do you think that's taking place?
A lot of black men not coming through?
A lot more black men than black women, it seems to me.
Oh, I don't know. I think in regards to the BME women, I think we need to get out there and educate. There needs to be a kind of education involved, because when you look at different areas where our parents are from and stuff like that, they don't look at football as being a woman's game, and now we have to be beyond that now. We have to move on from that and know that this is the world we live in, whereby you just need to look at the Women's World Cup, you know, and that will tell you why. So I think our mindset needs to change. We need to get out there. We need to preach the word more.
Thank you, Larry. My hands are cold. That's brilliant, mate.